It's really good. Not So Lost next, though. We're off to Brighton for this. Our featured artist this week. They've been gigging together for around a year now and came together after the singer Raissa finally got together musically with the movie soundtrack fan Mark Hallwards. They have the first part of a double album which they're planning to release. It's a double album but in two parts. The first bit comes out on August the 25th. Ahead of that, though, they have a new single. But to explain more, here they are. Well, in Raissa's own words, introducing the Mamas.
Introducing.
Hi, my name is Raissa. I'm from a band called the Mamas. We are based in Brighton. I was in London waitressing in Brixton, in a Brixton restaurant with nothing much going on, and kind of having a bleak time, but writing at the same time. And I met a film composer called Mark Hallward, who's part of the band now. He's a keyboard player in a band and orchestral arranger. He sent me a track around my vocals with no forwarding address or number. So it took me a year to track him down, and when I did, I found out that he was living in a tree house just outside Brighton. So we just started recording everything there because it was like full of old keyboards and harmoniums and organs and stuff like that. And the musicians would come in and out and record there. So it was a cool sort of atmospheric place to record. The first one we did was actually Wonderland, which is on the album, which has got a sort of big sort of like papa sort of marching band carnival feel to the intro, really long intro. That was a sort of experiment that we tried in the early days. We sort of used that as a template for stuff that came afterwards. March to the Dawn, which was quite an early one as well. We'd use, again, a similar like marching band kind of thing going on. Musically, what happens is like we sort of get the bare bones and then the musicians come in and they sort of like jam or improvise over it, and then we sort of like pick certain bits, bind it all together after they've all come in. I wrote about really mundane things, just stuff, everyday things and people I met, and they sort of spun out into kind of sort of surreal kind of visions in a way. I tried to make them sort of like fairy tale versions of like ordinary events, so they became the sort of foundation of the album. March of the Dawn, that was written about having like basically stayed up all night and going for an early morning walk in London and trying to sort of reevaluate your life and have new beginnings and stuff. So I just imagined that it was a big marching band kind of celebration kind of thing, like a new sort of life. And as I was walking around London, I kind of felt like I was marching. This is March of the Dawn from our album Tell to Tell, which is out on August 25th.
A
late now to change it, I'm sure, but these outfits sound like the sort of people who should have been making the next Bond theme. Right? Thanks very much to Raissa. And the Mummers, this is the new Mummers single then. It's quite polished, but without scrubbing away too much the emotion inherent in it, I think. The Mummers single, that's March of the Dawn. On the subject